Madness closes in. It follows North like her tail. Nerd needs a protector. Blessings of lunacy upon you! Before we continue, this one must measure your mettle in a test to determine the color of your madness. Sheo is known to occasionally deprive others of their sanity. You must be resilient. Ready? Just answer a few questions for North, and everything will be made clear. Where to begin? This will determine your level of sanity, or lack thereof. Would you rather eat puppies sauteed in fire sauce, or swim in a pool of slaughterfish? Simultaneously? A very saffron answer. One of Noth's favorite shades. How perfectly delightful. Noth hopes you will maintain that same zeal for this next question. If Lord Sheo invaded your mind, how would you greet him? By John and Jode, you'd woo the Prince of Insanity? Why, that is insanely anato. Perhaps you would make a good pair at that. However, my lord may return your affection in unpredictable ways. But Noth hopes this holiday fulfills your desires. Lord Sheo will come to us at the Shivering Shack in Stormhaven. Find Noth there to prepare for his arrival. Meeting the Mad One can be overwhelming. This one copes by consuming large amounts of moon sugar and imagining balls of yarn. It helps. You too? Noth has questions. So many questions. Perhaps you are more unhinged than you appear to be. What would you like to know, oh Guardian? You are they! The one who collected the books! The favorite of my mad master. Noth has done well this day. Sheo will be so pleased to see you again. Noth does not bow before just any Daedric prince. The great Sheo commands her devotion. He first came to this one as the skooma cat, a moment of delusional euphoria in which he embraced the madness. He heard and marked Noth as his own. There is no understanding ways of the mad god. All Noth knows is that Lord Sheo appeared to her as a talking chair to explain his plans, and to tell Noth he would skip rope with her intestines if she failed him. Noth loves her intestines. This one is a loyal follower of Lord Sheo but she would make a poor guardian. Noth can't even remember her full name. And between you and Noth, this one lacks certain qualities for such an important role. You proved to be at least a little mad when you accepted this task, yet Noth smells a faint whiff of sanity upon you. Don't be alarmed. It may be just what you need to protect us all. Even the mad benefit from a bit of sanity, now and again.
Open for business!
Inside, quickly! We must avoid any prying ears. Can you feel the madness around us? Come, Noth will explain. Welcome, welcome! No trusts, nobody followed you here. Only those Lord Sheo favors are invited inside this grand abode of madness. Not thought so too. Many of the Mad God's followers work to build an abode to rival his home in the Shivering Isles. They left their bones as proof of their loyalty. Now come closer. This next part is secret. Shush! Speak quietly. Even the walls in this sacred place have eyes, and they hear everything. Because of some ancient compact, Lord Sheo cannot just appear in Tamriel. We must invite his madness to come to Nirn before his holiday can begin. That would be worse! My lord has decided to come to Nirn. If we do not summon him, he will instruct some other devotee to do so, and that one may not bother with a guardian. For everyone's sake, it must be us, specifically you. Read the ritual from the tome over there. My lord loves arcane books. Say the words, and you will feel its power in your fingers. Then, pet the chicken. If this one's delusions hold true, an offering worthy of Lord Sheo should appear. First, read the tome. We need its magic to summon Lord Sheo The book became Lord Sheo favorite tome shell. A sure sign that he is pleased. Now, pet the chicken. Oh, the tome shell took the chicken. Not good. Quick, we must catch it. Look, the tome shell shed its pages. They do that when they get excited. It looks like these guests never got their supper. Sheo Gorath's arrival. No trampling, honey butter. Not unless someone requests it. There it is! The tomb! Good! And the tomb shall drop the chicken! Come, let us all return to the ritual site and finish the summoning. The chicken was swift, but Noth caught it and put it into position. Now, place the tomb shell, pet the chicken, and gather the offering. The ritual transformed the chicken into cheese! A perfect offering to call for Sheo Gorath! Quickly, place it before the shrine.
You took your sweet time, Noth. Another moment and I would have thought up some terrible punishment to inflict on you and the surrounding villages!
Apologies, my lord. Allow Noth to present the guide for your holiday. Go, introduce yourself.
Hold me beard and call me Moloch. It's you, old... whatever your name is. Either Noth is actually more competent than I thought, or you being here is just a remarkable coincidence. Now, before we get started, remind me what you call yourself again. Indeed I do. I'm here to walk in your shoes for a time, to experience the wonders of Nirn as a mere mortal. we'll breathe the same air, bleed the same red blood, eat the same cheese. And we'll do it all with, what do you call them? Oh, yeah, feelings. Are you questioning my abilities? You think I can't stoop to your level and roll around in Nern's muck and mire? Oh, I've experienced worse in other forms. Just ask Zothasil. Let me show you exactly who you're dealing with. Witness my spectacle! Out with you, my princely power! Huh. So that's what my power looks like? I thought it would be more impressive. There. See? My power. Separated from my princely body. And you thought I couldn't do it. Now, the Daedric Prince of Madness is merely another weak and pathetic mortal. Just one of many. But at least I'm still bad, eh? Ha ha! Oh, no, not at all. Indeed, my power is pure madness. Quite dangerous and unpredictable. I really ought to place it in a protective vessel while I go about my holiday. Now, step aside while I finish what I started before you so rudely interrupted. You, follower that isn't Noth, take my power and put it in that vessel. Your lord commands it.
Of course, my lord.
So ends the lesson. Never give a Daedric prince an insincere offering. Now, power into that vessel. Hey! Bad Toad Shell, that's mine! Damn! Guide, come talk to me. How annoying! And to think that pile of fluttering pages used to be my favorite! Now it's no better than one of Salador's atrocious books. No matter! Time to start my holiday! I have a full itinerary, prepared by my faithful Lieutenant, Lazaki. Worried? Hardly. Oh, I was annoyed at first, but the little scamp is just playing. Listen well, my knight in shining... whatever it is that you're wearing. Lose the serious attitude, eh? My holiday's a time for madcap shenanigans. Are you with me? Leave that to the professionals, eh? All shenanigans are at my discretion. Just because my eye's immortal now does not make us equals. It's my holiday, and I have an excellent itinerary. So follow along and try not to get in the way of my fun. Let's take a look at Lazaki's itinerary. I told him I wanted to sample all the mortal cheese. Eastmatch. Feast Idar. Aged in Windhelm's Hall of the Dead? Oh, sounds delicious. I'll meet you there. Noth will wrangle that pesky Tomeshell. Oh, I'm sure Lazaki's got it figured out. My itinerary says travel included. Between you and me, he said walking long distances is horrible. Did you know that mortal feet get tired, chafe, and eventually fall off? Oh, shocking. I can't have that, can I? No walking, no riding either. Can you see me atop an Argonian peddler's guar? Or on a silt strider? Oh, absurd! I'll just pop through a nice little portal. Or maybe use those way shrines you adventurers are always abusing. Whatever Lazaki has set up. Strange? I'm pleased as poultry to see you. We'll get to spend some quality time together without that old stick-in-the-clay Shalador dampening the mood. An adventure, eh? Just like the brave little scrib, but hopefully with more blood. Honestly, I've been extremely busy. Madness never rests, they say. That's why I need this holiday. When work consumes me, I can easily get caught up wondering where Cogranac's tools have gotten to, or who's holding the Amulet of Kings now. Like, I'm a meaty sausage stuffed with strange feelings. My eyes sting when I keep them open too long. And I've bitten me tongue. Twice! And I've got these unwanted sensations bouncing about in me head. What do you mortals call them? Those are the ones. Pesky scribs. Scampering about like they own the place. Never needed them, never will. But I guess we'll have to arrange some sort of truce if I'm to enjoy this little holiday inside this mortal form. Madness isn't an emotion. It's the answer to existence. Listen well, guide. That weapon you have, hold it by the other end. Your wine, throw it in someone's face. Nonsense is the only sane response to an uncaring, insane reality. You're welcome.
And that is where this one's role ends for now. While you guide Lord Sheo Gorath in his travels, Noth will hunt down that pesky Thomshell and retrieve the Mad God's power. We'll not see you again. Who can say?
I said, that's what she said.
Oh, skeevers! Is Vermina punishing me for spoiling one of her nightmares?
Apologies. If someone could clear them out for us, the feast Ida is yours to sample.
The palace is still a wreck.
Skeevers! Feasting on the feast
I
Idar
love
cheese that
visiting the
Lazaki
forge.
arranged for me.
It's always so
This monk says the cheese is
toasty.
ours if we deal with the vermin in the vault. And if I need to eat that cheese warm from the belly of a beast, well, it won't be the first time. Eliminate the skeevers and get that cheese. I couldn't care less about draugrs or skeletons or whatever else is down in the crypts. As my guide and protector, I expect you to clear the way for me. I have a holiday to keep. Somewhere within the Hall of the Dead. Ask the monk if you require more details. I'll be waiting. Just don't take too long. I get bored and wander off when left to my own devices. Never know what madness I might get up to.
The servants of valor are indebted to you, my friend. Our dead will drink and dine in your name in Shaw's Hall. We will taste the feast Ida with them.
The rules. No one's allowed inside without authorization. And I don't see your paperwork.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
Let's find this Valahorn crypt. I'm famished and want to try that cheese. Clear the way to the crypt, my lackey. It's the big door with the urn. I can entertain myself by examining the burial sites down here. Maybe pick up a souvenir or two. Both Haskell and Lazarky will be disappointed if I don't bring them gifts. You misunderstand your duties, lackey. I may be mortal for the moment, but I'm more than capable of handling myself in the Hall of the Dead. After all, I certainly did me part in filling its coffins, eh? And I can always fill one more if need be. What took you so long, lackey? Let's find the Feast Idar. Remember, this is my holiday. Just find the Feast Idar Agent Vault, kill whatever vermin's inside, and get me my valor-blessed cheese. It's dangerous to disappoint a hungry Daedric Prince of Madness, even a mortal one. A giant Daedrat? Between me and my cheese? You know what to do, Martha. Good. That giant Daedrat spoiled the atmosphere down here. Grab the cheese, lackey, and meet me outside. You spent a lot of time alone with my feast, Idar? My lucky return, safe and well. I take back every bad thought I had about you. Well, almost everyone. You have brought me my feast, Idar, haven't you? I might get insanely angry if you've ruined my holiday, too. If not you, who? Those weren't skeevers down there. They were Daedrats. Yanked from oblivion to ruin my holiday and keep me from enjoying the feast, Idar. Did you and Noth summon them? if you're the saboteur, just remember, I can be a real bastard. No, I suppose you didn't. You're my guide and lackey, and Noth hates vermin of all sorts. So it's likely one of my rival princes, then. But who? Hand me my cheese, mortal. It'll help stimulate my thoughts. Ah, so delightfully pungent. Now, let me see. There's Malakath, Molag Bal, Vermina, Azura. Oh, can't forget that dullard Periite. Or... oh, you're still here. Yes, I suppose some sort of gratuity is called for. Here, you performed adequately. Let's hit the road, mortal. No more dingy, Daedrat-ridden halls for us. If one of the other princes is trying to wreck my good time, no sense in just standing around. What say we give old Wayrest a visit? Share the suffering with the common folk. Goodness grapevines, you're right! Holiday over! I've been bested by a giant Daedrat! My power stolen forever by a tome shell! I'm a miserable, stinky mortal! Forever! Ah, well, you can leave now. Thanks for your precious time. Oh, you disappoint me, mortal. I was having a jest at your expense. I made me laugh, and that's what's really important here. Now, back to my holiday. As I was saying, Wayrest. Specifically, Wayrest Cremant cheese. Let me check the old itinerary. An orc named Othuk sells the cheese in the marketplace. I'll make my way there and calmly, peaceably await your arrival near Wayrest Castle. No need to hurry. I'm sure the locals are gonna love me. Think about it. One of their greatest rivals currently occupies a weak and defenseless mortal body. Who wouldn't try to eliminate me? Luckily, I've got a protector. You. Honestly, I'm more concerned about these disgusting bodily functions. Oh, God. I suppose so. Maybe. But about these bodily functions. Runny nose. The odd gurgle of gas in the gut. Coughing. They only exist to embarrass. How do you mortals get anything done? Leaking and burping and farting all the time. It's very distracting. Ah, now that's a pertinent question. Why? Why would crazy old Sheogorath want to experience existence as a mortal? Well, the answer may surprise you. Like a sap adder in an outhouse, eh? Now, if I just came out and told you, well, that wouldn't be any fun at all. And you wouldn't really learn a thing. Keep your eyes open, observe, and all will become clear. Just remember to blink. I learned that lesson about mortal eyes the hard way. Taking in the sights, a little fishing. Never tried it. Seems very relaxing. Maybe an Argonian mud bath. Oh, and ripping Noth's tail off and using it as a jump rope if she doesn't find that damn tome shell of my vessel of power! You mortals, always asking the wrong questions. Why wouldn't it get stolen? You do know who you're dealing with here, yes? I'm magnificent, and everyone wants my power. Don't worry, though. It's the prince that makes the power. You'll see.
protector of Sheo. Is that you? Or are Noth's eyes playing tricks again? Noth would very much like to sit down and babble with you, but we both have work to do. You must return to Lord Sheo as quickly as you can. Who knows what will happen to Nern if the God of Madness is left unsupervised for too long?
Why, I never... Oh, careful of this one. He's quite insane.
So good of you to notice. Ah, my guide returns. Othok's stall is by the bridge in the market. Lead on, lackey! I do so enjoy rattling the locals. It's the only way to teach them to appreciate the madness of existence. Now, let's make our way to this Othok merchant person before some rival Daedric prince tries to ruin my holiday.
I've got what you need.
Tusking bastards got tomato all over me.
Step up. Have a look.
Oh, if you're here for the Wayrest Cremant, I'm afraid you're out of luck. I have none left to sell. A group of cheese thieves absconded with every wheel I had. Made a mess of the market, too. Cheese thieves, burrata bandits, call them what you like. They robbed more than just my stock. Swiped food from every stall. Expensive stuff. Elven wine, Orsinium meats, elsewhere sweets. They referred to themselves as Endelrin's plunderers. Well, look around. They left a damned mess in their wake. Threw tomatoes at every poor merchant and passerby they robbed. Follow the splatter. It might lead to my Cremant. If you find it, eat your fill. Just give those crooks a good thrashing.
Robbers stole my cheese. Oh, there will be all kinds of red stains when we find them. Close your eyes. Picture a vibrant crimson splatter, like rent flesh soaked in gore. It's calling to you with its rancid sweet scent. Oh, a trail leading to what will soon be a pile of bloated corpses. And open your eyes. Ha! Let's go! Such sloppy work. These plunderers have no idea who they're dealing with. Oh, if only these were blood splatters.
Robbed
What is
and
my
covered
nerves?
in tomato slop. Can this day get any worse? Those filthy Noirs robbed me and smashed tomatoes all over me. Oh, what a day. Did they steal from you too? The packages and letters I was carrying. I'm a courier and was just starting to make my deliveries here in town. Now I'm covered in peel and pulp and I lost my parcels. How am I going to explain this to my boss? Last I saw, they were running for the stables behind you, right by the city gate. If you catch them, give them a thumping for me. Make sure to give those thieves what for. Ugh, I need a bath.
Close your eyes.
What is it?
Hear ye, hear ye. The king has called for a day of mourning following the death
of Duchess Lacana at Alcaire Castle. The Knights of the
Plunder
Flame
King?
say her killer has been brought to
Sounds
justice.
like a bad mummer's farce. Fisherman's Island. Fisherman's... Why does that sound familiar? Oh, sure. I flayed an angler there once and served him as a banquet to the local fish. He was still alive when I left. Wonder if he's still there. First daydrats, now thieves! Far too many hijinks happening on this holiday, lackey. I won't stand for it. Let's get over there. When I find this Plunder King, I'm gonna see how many tomatoes it takes to make him burst like an overripe grape!
Your friend seems upset. Need some help? Your friend raced off in a hurry. Look, I heard you talking about Fisherman's Island. Well, these tomatoes they splattered everywhere didn't come from there. Probably grown on one of the farms out that way. Grown or stole. They had baskets of tomatoes. Sometimes my courier duties take me out that way. Closest farm to the island is Drodara Plantation, outside the city. It's overrun with other bandits, though. I suggest trying there.
Go easy now.
Did you see that crazy old man run by?
I did. And then I saw a flying book headed east toward the plantation.
I knew drinking that rot meth was a bad idea.
Wonderful. My Tom Sheo and the cheese thieves in the same place. Whew. Ha! Oh, never had to worry about being out of breath before. I was hot on the trail of the plunderers when I spotted my misbehaving Tom Shell. Saw them both head into that cellar. Maybe we can get my cheese and my power with one blow. Where else would they be? Probably relishing my cheese like guests at some strange literary dinner party. Well, I hope they're enjoying their last meal. Come, lackey. My cheese and my power awaits. Let's make the bastards pay! Ooh, look at all this cheese! Time to have a taste of that sweet cremant! Scorched fondue! I've been tricked! Lackey, save me! You piggy little scrub! Release me this instant! Free me, Lucky, and I'll strangle him myself!
bow before my Daedric power!
It can't be. Don't be a dolt have turned against me. Destroy that lackey! Well done, lackey. Now destroy the binding device. Interrogate that swine. Find out who's behind this. Ooh, if I had my power, I'd turn him into cheese and eat him!
Listen, you must understand. We're just thieves. Nothing more. This power was given to me. I was only following orders. I was approached by what I can only assume was a Daedra. Strange-looking creature. Offered me incredible power to steal the cheese, lead you here, and capture the old man. If I say anything else, they'll kill me. I'd prefer not to die. A few nights back, I was approached as I was leaving my favorite tavern. It took me a moment to realize it was a big, nasty-looking Daedra. He had 4 arms with huge muscles. Told me he was going to make me a proper bandit king. Give me the power to summon those little scamps. All he wanted from me was to complete a robbery and a kidnapping. The cheese and the old man. Lazaki, he called himself. Pretty sure he knew the old man might know him. But the Daedra specifically said not to mention that fact. So now I'm deader than those scamps. Excuse me while I start running.
Ah, there's my tomb shell. What the wabbajack? Oh, perfect. The tomb shell used my power to turn him into cheese. And I can't even eat him. Let's talk outside, lackey. I've had enough of this nonsense. Thieving books, cheese pirates, murderous scamps. My holiday's gotten completely out of hand. Let's review what that Blunder King told you before the Tome Shell stole my idea and turned him into cheese. Don't say it. There are ears everywhere. I expected him to name Vermina or old Molag Ball. Maybe that sly goat Sanguine. But my own faithful lieutenant? I'm not sure I totally believe it. Didn't I say not to say that? Now I need to deal with this fiasco. Lazaki planned my whole holiday. I formed him from every bit of unchecked, ruinous treachery I had to spare. And this is how he repays me? I'm so proud of him. And very angry. Now I show Lazaki just how much wrath still flows through the god of madness. But that's for later. First, I must abide by the mortal conventions and give you this coin. Then I need a nap. Turns out, I work better in my sleep.
Wait, Your Madness! Wait! Oh, bother. Not followed Lord Sheo Gorath and expected to find him here. But instead she has found you. This one has been tracking the tomb shell as it trails after my master like a flesh fly to the stench of decay. But it slipped from Noth's grasp every time. The tomb shell! You just saw it, yes? It leaks insanity wherever it goes. The power of the mad god. It changes the world. Noth has seen much horror as she followed the tomb. Talking mushrooms, melting flesh, swarm of carnivorous butterflies. Ugh. No! Finding the tomb shell is Noth's job. You need to return to Sheo Gorath's side and make sure he does not cause any trouble. If he is not with you, this one expects he has retired to the Shivering Shack. Let us meet there and check on my master. You recall how to get to the Shivering Shack, yes? Just lose your mind to find your way there. Oh, the butterflies just reminded Noth. We must tell Lord Sheo Gorath about the leaking insanity and ask how to catch the runaway tomb shell. The madness is rubbing off on you, yes? Exposure to my master has that effect. The great Sheo Gorath wanted to holiday on Nirn as a mortal, so he placed his power inside the protective vessel. But the pesky tomb shell stole the vessel. And here we are. If Noth knew that, we would not be standing here. Noth selected you to serve as Sheo Gorath's guide and protector. More to keep Nirn safe than my master. This one was afraid of his madness corrupting our world. And that is just what is happening. Master, calm yourself. Have a bit of cheese from your shrine.
Forget that cheese! My holiday has been sabotaged, and my power's loose in the world! They're making a mockery of the Prince of Madness!
Noth has tried everything she can think of to calm her master, short of giving him her tail. But this one does not think it is detachable. Please, explain to Sheo Gorath. His mortal form demands sustenance, while Noth tries to sniff out his power. If your favorite tomb shell had run off with your power and refused to come back, you would be irritated too. It is embarrassing. No! Noth did not mean that. No other prince has tried this before. Noth's master is a genius, a visionary. First, show Sheo Gorath that his mortal form needs food and water. Then, perhaps a distraction from his princely woes while Noth searches for his power? My master mentioned a cheese festival on his itinerary. That would surely satisfy him, no?
What is this empty and hollow feeling in me midsection? I do not like it. This holiday was supposed to be all about cheese and frivolity, and I've barely had a nibble. I have half a mind to find Lazaki and the tomb shell and toss them both in lava. Eat, because I have to. Whew, how bothersome. I suppose we can go to the next stop on my itinerary. The annual Artisan Cheese Festival south of Voss in Vardenfell. I'd much rather punish my badly behaved tomb shell, but I do like a good festival. Oh, we can't not go to the festival. That'd be a waste of a good itinerary. I know. You'll accompany me as my bodyguard. Taste the cheese with me. Sample the wine. Remind me to chew. And stay vigilant, my lackey. The holiday must go on. Come, lackey, we must leave at once. I do not want to miss out on consuming another tasty cheese. I suppose I could always sew the other festival goers' mouths shut. That would guarantee more cheese for me. Now, Vardenfell awaits. The meddling of a single disgruntled minion is not enough to ruin my holiday. Even mortal, I could easily escape any trap Laziki might have set for me. The great Sheogorath should not be underestimated, especially by my own followers. That just makes it more exciting, lackey. Now, continue to question me, and I'll see you flayed and turned inside out for the torchbugs to feast upon. Or, we could go to the festival and sample some cheese. I'm good either way. You decide. Finally, the respect I deserve. A taste of a special cheese made specifically for me.
A special cheese courtesy of the Curd Cave Cheesery. Make sure to sample the rest of our tempting morsels at the festival.
Now that orc knows how to treat a mortal Daedric prince on holiday. Gave me a special sample of cheese and everything. Now I need some more, because eating it just made the pain in my midsection worse. That's called hunger, right? Was it? I must confess, all of you mortals look alike to me. The special cheese had a wonderful aftertaste. Even burned a little on the way down. Magnificent! After we try a few more samples, there's a tour of the cheesery. It's inside a cave. Thought it would be creamier. My taste buds working right. This festival is wonderful, but which to try first? The redder and rennet? No, too sharp. The traditional Telvanni fungi crumble. Ooh, maybe the smoky elsewhere Edam. If I wasn't already, the choice would drive me mad. You pick like...
Taste the fine flavors of elsewhere. A far better prospect than those other cheeses, yes?
Who doesn't love stinky mushrooms in their cheese? I promise, it tastes better than it sounds.
Mushrooms taste like mushrooms. How disappointing. This festival is wonderful.
It all looks so good. Which one pairs best with ale?
There. The toad shell is mocking me, leaking madness and ruining the festival. Intriguing. A sharp, bold flavor. Wait, is my tongue supposed to tingle? A delicious assortment. The morsels were almost worth this roiling in my middle section. What was in that cheese, lackey? I feel strange. Poison? I've been poisoned? Oh, how do you mortals stand it? I demand you fix this immediately! I've never been mortal before. But this is more than indigestion. I'm weak, lightheaded, hot under the collar. But we ate all the same cheese and you seem fine. The special sample that familiar orc gave me. That was the poisoned cheese. Now you want to help? Where were you when I was being poisoned? Luckily, I can make an antidote from a particular kind of cheese mold. There must be something in the curd cave to suffice. Besides, I still want to tour the cheesery. Onward, lackey.
Good sir, you don't look well. Let me hold on to that heavy staff for you.
How good of you to notice. Thank you. What a considerate orc! To notice that I'm unwell and offer to ease my burden. Oh, you should take note, lackey. Now, the cheese cave calls to me. I can hear it. Or maybe that's just the usual voices in my head. No matter. Cheese and mold awaits. Oh, go. No, I don't believe so. Poisoners and villains rarely have such impeccable manners. Why are you so suddenly fixated on my staff? The tour must have a cloakroom or hat rack or something. We have more important things to worry about, like ridding this fragile form of the poison. I'm sure this cave contains exactly what I need. The antidote requires different types of cheese mold. Some from a stinky cheese, a bit from a soft and soothing cheese, and a good chunk from a full-bodied cheese should do the trick. Oh, and if I have a nibble or two along the way, so much the better. Oh, the poison begins to burn. Quick, follow your nose. We need 3 distinct types of cheese mold to cure me. What a horrendously stinky smell! Perfect! Ah, a soothing aroma in the air. Find it now, Lucky! Get a whiff of that! Full-bodied cheese mold if ever I've smelled it! Now, these traitorous Dremora, siding with Lazaki. Oh, the mad feasters will pay for this treachery! Oh, well done! It smells disgusting! Should work wonders! I don't rightly recall if I like you or not. But you'll have my eternal gratitude after you give me the antidote. Ah, I've decided I like you, lackey. For now. But something's not quite right. My hair is itchy. Oh, the poison. The antidote slowed it, but it's still there. Give me my staff. We'll find the tome shell, retrieve my power, and dispel the poison. What? I did no such thing. He merely offered to carry it for me in my time of need. More than you've ever done. Look around. I'm sure my staff is here somewhere. It gets lonely without me. Then we'll find the tome shell and take my power back. That crumbled parchment is certainly not my staff. Unless my staff is being whimsical again. No, it wouldn't be so bold. Is it a clue, perhaps? Or is it simply discarded trash? A receipt. Definitely not my staff. It clearly shows that my traitorous Lieutenant Lazaki is working alongside the well-mannered orc. But why would Lazaki order so much cheese? He hates the stuff. This tavern. My staff must be there. Because the orc who took my staff reeked of cheese. It was a unique odor. Nothing at the festival or in the cheesery smelled like it. And I know my cheese. Besides, villains always return to the scene of the crime. To the tavern, lackey! Meet me at the Violet Aardvark, lackey. What a madhouse! Over here, lackey!
Look, if you want a drink, I can't help you. I'm keeping my head down and hoping whatever madness has taken hold of my tavern doesn't claim me too. Unless... wait, are you real? Or some insane vision come to taunt me?
How spectacular! A tavern bursting with madness! Oh, if I wasn't poisoned, I might actually enjoy it here. The tome shell must have visited this place, leaking droplets of my power everywhere. That's a good sign. You're talking to the Daedric Prince of Madness, remember? My power wants to return to me. It's dragging the tome shell around, seeking out my essence, including my staff. We're in the right place, Lackey. Well done. Here, for your help so far. Oh, I think the antidote is wearing off. I don't feel so good. What's a dapper Daedric prince to do without his staff? When I find that orc, he's gonna lose a few kneecaps. Ugh. This shoddy mortal form no longer performs as I expected. I need my staff. And my vessel. And my power. All the things! I did. But the poison is resilient. Stronger than the antidote recipe I had on hand. I'm starting to feel all oozy, like a freshly flayed Daedrat. But we're on the right track. Othak and Lazaki were here, so someone may know where to find them. What else could it be? The vessel containing my power isn't meant to be carried about. My madness sloshes around, and wherever it spills, chaos follows. Ugh. I need to rest, Lackey, and you need to get to work. Barkeeps have their own special power. They pour the drinks. I once knew a barkeep, I think. I poured his insides into a flask, just to see what would happen. Oh, you should try it sometime. The screaming is great fun. Oh, but ask him about my staff first. Are you daft? It's poison. Bad poison. Is there any other kind? The antidote countered the effects briefly, but I need my full power restored to entirely eliminate it. So determine where Othak and Lazinki are. That's where you'll find my staff. Oh.
Oh, perfect. Another problem to solve. What do you want? I don't have enough help as it is. Even under normal circumstances, it's not my habit to divulge patron information to anyone who asks. And I hardly remember my own name in this chaos, let alone some orc. No. I just need to clean up the mess and go home. That's it. Bah, fine. I don't know. There were books flying around, patrons losing their minds, furniture rearranging itself, and that was just the start. And now, I'm down 2 servers. Carnodia's a mess, but poor Edward, he might have seen your orc. I'm not sure. Poor lad never missed a day of work. But that was before all this. Better you talk to my server, Carnodia, instead. She was with him when everything went wrong.
Oh, it's over. I'll never get him back. I can still hear his skin melting. Ugh, I hate this place. The customers are so rude, and my employer only looks at me long enough to bark orders. That blasted cheese festival came to town, and we were overrun. And then that stupid book flew in here, and my poor Edward. It was awful. One moment it was a normal day, crowded because of the cheese festival. Then the door burst open and a book flew in carrying a vase? An urn? I'm not sure what to call it. But something was leaking from it. It was pure chaos! Oh, that's the word. And yes, leaking. Things started shifting and my head was spinning. Everyone started acting strange. But Edouard, he tried to comfort me as his flesh melted. His eyes dropped to the floor. He transformed. Changed. I'm not sure. Edouard ran. Faster than I thought possible. With the way his body was twisting,
He ran toward the Daedric ruin to the south. The way he ran, the way he melted, it was awful, but I couldn't look away. Why couldn't I look away?
I couldn't help overhear. That transformation sounds like a nasty bit of work. The tome shell coaxed some flair out of my power. I'm almost impressed. Hey, go look for whatever is left of the young man. I'll wait here and play cards with the puppies.
Who's there? Please, don't eat me!
Ribbit.
Oh, I feel so strange. I hope everyone at the tavern is all right. Wait, you can hear me? How? My mouth doesn't work right anymore. It's so much wider than it should be.
Ribbit.
What happened to me? You said Edward. Is that my name? Oh, everything feels wrong. I'm so confused. I'll try. Oh, it's all so fuzzy. Tavern. I remember a tavern. I was bigger then, serving some people. They had a long stick. A staff. Yes, that's right. Then a strange flying book appeared, and, my mind goes blank. I can't...
Ribbit.
remember. Oh, why was I so tall then? Such long arms. Help me remind myself. Bring me something to help me remember who I was, please. I'm scared, and all I can think about is... Oh, tasty little flesh flies.
Aha! So this is what that melted pile of flesh became. It left quite a disgusting trail in its wake. Things that talk are usually the tastiest. Don't look at me like that. I may be poisoned, but I can still dream. I'll cook you up next for insubordination, lackey. Your attachment to the creature is ridiculously dull, I must say. Ugh, why on earth would we do that? It's a frog now. It's got a whole new life, complete with tasty, juicy legs with which to explore. Might even stand a chance when a hungry beastie comes sniffing around. What exactly are you doing here, my lackey? Oh, well, why didn't you say so? If I turned into a frog, the best reminder of myself would be me. When his flesh melted and limbs slopped off, he must have left some parts behind. Unless the beasts already ate them. They'll eat anything, you know. Go on, lackey. This excursion took a toll. And a psychic meeting of the minds with a frog sounds fascinating. Oh.
Is that my boot? Is that my foot? Oh, this is worse than before. What kind of monster brings someone their own foot? Oh, it's all coming back to me now. You're right. Ribbit. Still awful, but I do remember something. I was at the tavern, serving a loud group. One was an orc, I think. He had been in before. Kept bragging about some big prize and waving around this strange staff. Everything's so blurry. It's already slipping away. Something about a camp? The barkeep. Ask him. He talked to them. Wait a minute. They ordered a lot of stinky cheese, both the first time and this last time.
Can we go back now, lackey? I'm beginning to feel woozy again. I'll meet you at the tavern.
It's over. I'll never get him back. I can still hear his skin melting.
You were barely gone a moment and somehow this place got worse. I just watched a patron eat his meal and the plate along with it. And Canodia keeps asking when I'm going to melt. Did you find any sign of Edward? Canodia's worried sick. Oh, that's terrible, really. But not as bad as I thought it would be. I'll tell Canodia soon, once things calm down a bit. Who was it you were asking about earlier? An orc? Did you learn anything else about him? Oh, him. He arrived days ago and ordered a lot of cheese. Then he returned just recently with a staff. That's when my tavern turned upside down, and he never paid either bill. Kept mentioning he had to meet Lazaki and Polk to prove himself. Weird.
Ah, everything is wonderfully wrong. Chaos swirling, mayhem bubbling. Oh, and these puppies enjoying a friendly game of cards. I bet their tails I could beat them if I wasn't poisoned. Have you found anything yet, lackey? You're awfully slow today. Why didn't you start with that? I just ordered a plate of the tavern's cheese of the day, when I could be restoring my power, unpoisoning myself, and enjoying the festival. So where did that annoying but well-mannered orc take my staff? Polk, you say? Sounds like somewhere my staff would be. Lead the way, then. But really, we should leave soon. I ordered quite a large amount of cheese, and I'm still not entirely sure what currency is accepted here. The barkeep is glaring at me. Well, kill them both. Othuk, quickly, like stepping on a bug. But Lazaki, he used to serve me. He led the Mad Feasters clan at my command. He tried to usurp me and ruin my holiday. Oh, I want to watch you do it. As a treat for your excellent service. Go on now. My staff needs me. I'll follow and meet you along the way, lackey. What's that, lackey? Perhaps a note from my staff? Take a look, would you? Sorry, did you find something? I was distracted by that glorious, pungent scent wafting our way. If only my staff was here to smell it. Inside the cave, you say? Well, that must be what drew the tome shell. I saw the little bugger on my way here. It's leaking madness everywhere it goes. And I've still got enough kick left in this body to see it. Like a trail of lost teeth. Not in the least. But the thrill of the chase cleared my head for a time. Follow the trail of madness all the way to Polk, and I'll meet you there. And because you mentioned it, I feel the poison taking hold again. Thanks, lackey. Look, lackey! I told you I spotted the tome shell. Perhaps it will make amends and lead us to my staff. After it! feel my madness oozing this way. Go on. Clear the path for dear old me. There's Ulthuk. Stop him before he gives Lazaki my staff!
Finally found a cheese that didn't agree with you, I see. Once I destroy you, Sheo Gorath, I'll be the Prince of Madness. No.
Ulthuk has my staff! Retrieve it, Lucky, before I pluck out his eyes and dip him in wine.
Lord Lazaki! Oh dear. Enough, please! You can lower your weapon. I'm not a fighter like Lazaki was. But wait! I still have the staff! Stay back! Or I'll figure something out! Why should I? You're not Sheo Gorath! He's still watching me, isn't he? Yes! Tell the Mad Prince this was all a misunderstanding. Lazaki never held a candle to his glorious madness. He wants the staff, right? Here, take it. Tell him I'll have it cleaned and polished. I'll even lick his shoes clean if he wants.
My lackey has a softer heart than I do. Too bad. I'm bored. Bye-bye, Ulthuk. All settled. Now, meet me outside. I need some air. There you are. Nasty tomb shell. Leaking madness everywhere. I'll deal with you later. Back to the shack with you. Ah, my beloved staff. Here, give it here. It feels lighter than before. Did you forget to feed it? No. And by no, I mean yes. It's feeling rather wooden, like a stick, which is what a staff is, but mine's got a bit more oomph usually. Still, I'm glad to have it back. Lazaki could have used it to claim my power for himself. I'm not sure. Being mortal has opened me up to many new situations. Poisoning in particular. Of course, the staff itself doesn't contain my power. The tomb shell still got that. Lazaki wouldn't be able to claim the Shivering Isles without it. Until I reclaim my power from the tomb shell's sticky tendrils, my staff is mostly ornamental. At least it's mine again. Oh, I feel weak. Perhaps I can use it to keep the poison at bay, eh? Worth a try. Stay ready, lackey. I'll need you again soon. I'm gonna need a holiday after this holiday. At least I have my staff back. And it's keeping the poison mostly in check. But the time has come to retake my Daedric mantle and leave this charming mudball before a worse fate befalls me. Oh, I can think of fates so terrible they'd curl your toes. Make slowly dying from this deadly Daedric poison seem like a pleasant day, staked to a mound of honey while being consumed by buzzing flesh flies. Oh, we return to the Shivering Shack, lackey. I finally got that pesky tome shell to take my vessel of power back there. I'll reclaim my mantle of madness, throw off the last of the poison, and say a heartfelt toodaloo to this stinking ball of dirt. Bah, Tome Shell! Stop your nonsense and put down my vessel of power!
Tome Shell? Well, I'm your madness. Free at last. Call me Maddie. Yes, Maddie.
My what now? Impossible! Lackey, interrogate this prevaricator.
Oh, hello. I'm Maddie, short for Madness. I'm new here. Are you new? I'm a tingle, a thought. Lots of tingles and thoughts. I'm all the power contained in that broken vessel finally set free. I'm not sure how I know words or think thoughts or remember things, but I'm not whatever that nasty man called me. His power, his memories, his insanity, yes. It's nice to be out in the real world and not stuck in his head or that vessel. Is that Sheo over there? He looks angry. Very angry. I should leave, sort myself out. Tell him I said pumpernickel.
My power manifested without my permission. The audacity. Oh, horrible! Like looking into a twisted mirror. My own madness made manifest. How did this happen? What will the other princes say? And more importantly, how do we capture it so I can reclaim my mantle? I blame that blasted Tome Shell. Son of a skeever! That's my mantle, all right. I left it sitting for too long, and it developed a will of its own. An entity of pure madness, leaking my power hither and yon. We must find it, mortal, before I wither and die. I'm not exactly a Daedra right now, am I? This is uncharted territory. If I do die, what happens to my mantle? Does it assume my role as god of madness? You think I'm bad? I bet this Maddie's 10 times worse! Like me without all the restraint! This Maddie doesn't have much control yet. He's leaking madness like bile from a bag of entrails. So, here, take my staff. Follow him through that portal. We can use the staff to collect my leaked power and put it back where it belongs. In me. We'll get my power back and banish that rogue entity. You'll see! Or I'm not the great Sheo. Has my mantle ever sprouted legs and walked away before? How should I know? I do hand all the regalia of office down to myself occasionally, but it's not like Daedric princedom comes with a manual. Unless... Is there a manual and no one told me? Quickly! Follow that thing's trail through the portal! I recognize this place. And Doom. Watch for motes of my power. There! That thing leaked a mote of my power! Gather it up with the staff! That, my lackey, is a mote of my own power. Absorb it with my staff and then come speak to me. I attended a feast here. Long, long ago. Definitely First Era. No! Before that. Ages ago, at any rate. Now the aliens, they knew how to throw a party. Debauchery, delirium, dismemberment. Oh, good times, good times. I did? Oh, I did. My manifested power doesn't know how to pack my madness into a physical form. That's why it's been leaking ever since I placed it in the vessel. So, follow the boats, gather them up, and they'll lead us right where we need to go. Keep going. I'd bet you a juggling horse there's more of my power scattered about. Ha! At least the undead are having a good time, eh? My power's been busy. Huh, what merriment we had! I recall a grim procession down that passage to the north. That ancient celebration flopped and sprawled all through this place, like a body rolling. It's just duplicating my past shenanigans. How unoriginal. Ah, yes. This is where they serve the jittery souffle, until I helped it escape. After the feast, we dragged a troll down that east passage. And painted the walls with its blood. This is definitely a path I walked before. What is my madness up to? I remember now. Matron Vorendelbeck and I ended up in a small chamber to the west and north. I suspect we'll find my madness there. I can feel it. My power is close. My Daedric power! Capture it, lackey!
You found me! A game! Hide and seek. Where else have we been? Thieves? Festivals? Cheese? Yes, yes, and yes!
Damn God again! What did it say about thieves and festivals? The audacity of that thing! The insolence! Ugh, my own madness. Prancing about without a care in the world while I stand here dying. Having a grand old time at my expense. Well, I think I figured out something about this. That little tidbit about thieves and festivals? It's like it's compelled to revisit my holiday excursions. Fill in the time from when it was just unmanifested power in the vessel. Like it needs to claim those memories for itself. My manifested madness is likely headed for the Cheese Festival. You know, where you let me get poisoned? Or maybe it's returning to that warehouse with the cheese thieves. My staff should have absorbed enough power to open a portal. So you choose. Where this Maddie goes, madness blooms. I'd be proud if its antics weren't gonna be the death of me. No! The poison sticks its sharp fangs into me again! Let's hurry, lackey! I sense my runaway power. It's around here somewhere. Ask that plunderer over there if they've seen Maddie.
My poor comrades. No one deserved what that thing did to them. No one. We were on patrol at Drodara Plantation, and this thing passed by us. There was a wave of wobbling and woobling. The next thing I know, my comrades were transformed. They screamed and melted and changed into barnyard animals. Chickens. They all turned into chickens. I fled before I was overtaken, but I'll never be free of what I saw.
Chickens? Huh. Easy enough to fix. Use my staff and retrieve my misused power.
Nay! Nay!
Power reclaimed, mortals restored. Happy now? Let's get to the plunderer's hideout and find my manifested madness. Oh. Ha! Back to where these plunderers squirreled away my cheese. But they're not squirrels! Ugh. Not yet, anyway. So something's amiss. These plunderers are no fun at... Wait, what's that armoire doing there? There's that disobedient manifestation! Use the staff and reclaim my power!
Ooh, you found me! Have a reward! Terror birds! Now, stop chasing me! Careful, this might sting a bit. My oh my! Those are some big beetles! Ha! This should be hysterical!
Escapes again! I tried to hammer jelly with a feather! Come talk to me, lackey. Oh, I loaded us again! Is this a plot? Do you want me to die, lackey? Do you want madness to run unchecked through your world forever? Not that Maddie could botch this place up any worse than you mortals already have. I bet he's off to reacquaint himself with that cheese festival in Vardenfell. Oh, if I'd had my mantle, I'd have stuck their feet in their ears and made them march all the way to Balmora! Aye, all that delicious cheese. And I got poisoned. Blast! Mortal, you've got the power for another portal. Use the staff. And let's hope this time we can make him stay put. Look! My madness swept through here like a tornado of frogs. Use my staff to sweep it all up.
Yeah. Ja, was ninja still sit? Siehst du?
Sehr vernummelt. Oh, Freib.
Oh, thank you. I swear, I have never seen anything so horrific. A strange fellow? Why, the festival was full of people acting strangely. I was much more concerned with the moons and their eyes. Thank goodness that delusion passed.
That bounder's wasting my power. It's not Maddie's to spend.
Yes, one mouse one. I'm all right. My scales are all right. They are exactly where they belong. What a relief. That would explain much. I think I did see someone like that. He pranced through the festival and headed off to the north not long ago.
There! Come onto my power! Grab it before it gets away! My misbehaving madness must be headed for the cheesery. Let's go! I remember this smell. Of course my manifested madness also loves cheese. Find it, lackey.
Time to leave! To go where I can realize my full potential and you can't get me! Time to go home!
Damn it! My madness is more slippery than a greased okra. Ah, escaped again! And that Maddie is just tossing around my power willy-nilly! That power is mine, damn it! And I want it back! We need to follow that confounded thing! Oh, here it comes. Please, Sheo Quest, tell this pathetic little mortal what to do. Well, luckily, I was paying attention. My runaway madness told us exactly where it's going. I should have thought of this before. Maddie's headed home. Oh, damn this mortal shell. Home! To my deranged domain! But Maddie is correct. While my staff can portal us short distances, it doesn't have the power to break through to oblivion. Let's return to the Shivering Shack and figure this out. Ugh, not so loud enough. I am in pain. Ah, my lackey has arrived. I'm in dire straits, mortal. Me mantle of power, me madness, manifested, called itself Maddie, fled to the Shivering Isles and left me here to die. Oh, bastard thing to do. While also utterly hilarious. It's just what I would have done. You would think that, wouldn't you? But this is your problem as much as mine, little mortal. How will your precious world fare when this maddie loses control? When all the madness I contain in the Shivering Isles is once more set loose on Nern? A master of minimization you are, you know that? Not well is an understatement. A tidal wave of mania. A veritable avalanche of dementia. Coming down to crash into this mortal mudball. Your world, my life. Both are at stake now. Pluck me like a gaffed goose. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, wait. I know. Because I need my mantle of power to do any of those things, and it's off capering about my realm like it owns the place! We need to think like the mortals we are. First, let me take some of the energy you collected in my staff. What? Oh, yeah! Much better. Now, before I tell you my brilliant idea, take this. I know how much you mortals appreciate getting rewarded for tasks. Now, as I was saying, since all of our resources are mortal, we need to come up with a plan suitable for mortals. Something that even the most feeble among you would be capable of pulling off. Some mortal inspiration to help us reach oblivion. Mages! Mortal mages are constantly roaming the back roads of oblivion. And do you know how they accomplish that? Why, with spells and rituals, of course! Now, they have a place where they keep all their stuff. Aha! That's the place. Spot on. The guild may be full of pompous, ink-stained Egypts, but if anyone in this mudball has an easy way to get to the Shivering Isles, it's them. Mortal, we're off. The Wayrest Mages Guild Hall awaits. When I think about ridiculous, stuck-up, overbearing, know-it-all mages, Wayrest is the first place that comes to mind. And that's exactly the kind of energy we need right now. I'll meet you in the arcane collection of the Wayrest Guild Hall. What? I'm not sure what you're talking about, mortal. Why would I, sweet Uncle Sheo, have any sort of business with those mortal charlatans? Oh, that old wager. Completely slipped me mind. This may surprise you, but our little farce with Shally Dorable is just one of 100 stunts and escapades I've participated in this era. And wait till you see what I've got planned for the third. Now you sound just like Shalador. I fire. Enough! No wonder his wife left him. I don't even want the place anymore, mortal. You mages have left your stink all over it. Now focus. We've still got to save my life. More questions? Sigh. We need to find a spell or ritual that lets us open a portal to the Shivering Isles. It could be in Angrabobble's Almanac of Portals, or perhaps one of Fingvelion's tomes. They were shameless thieves of Daedric magic. Vanus Galarian. Absolute bore, by the way. Once tried to bind me in the mind of a mortal. I was just having a little visit. The nerve! Vanus gifted a sizable collection of forbidden works to the Wayrest Guildhall some years back. Yes, many spells rated to oblivion are, but apparently seeking madness and knowledge in my realm is a bit of a no-no. So maybe Mad Mosinkel's Study of Insanity? The Spiraling Treatise of Morian Zenas? Something like that? Let's go searching. What? I'm not sure what you're talking about, mortal. Why would I? Sweet. Imagine me attempting to cast magic as a mere mortal. If not for the poison, this would be a holiday to remember. Finally! I've been here for a short eternity and don't have time to spare. Help me look through these tomes, will you? Hurry, lackey! Who knows how much time before the poison reasserts itself and resumes murdering this mortal form? We must find a spell to open a portal to my beloved Shivering Isles. How should I know? I'm not a mortal mage. For all I know, they write such spells on tree bark or animal skin. Look for an unusual book or scroll, something odd. Hopefully choosing the wrong one won't cause any lasting damage. To you. The book will provide a spell, which will open a portal to the Shivering Isles. That's why it's hidden away. The mages don't want just anyone opening up portals and wandering into oblivion. Now hurry! I can feel the poison growing stronger again. A squirrel! I mean, it wouldn't be in that tome, of course. Keep looking. Yes, that one looks promising. Let me see what you found. Ah, yes. Poor mad Mosinkel. Did all that research to get to the Shivering Isles and then met me. And I let him keep all his fingers so he'd write down the spell he developed. Like I knew I'd need it someday. Inside, I'm currently just guts and goo. But up here, I'm still the Prince of Madness. This is exactly what we need, mortal. Let's see. Butterfly bile, of course. Roof water wine, all right. And dried cornflour? Curious. Well, I always carry some butterfly bile. Never leave home without it. The wine and cornflour are both fairly standard spell components. There should be some right here in this collection. Just go rooting around. The mages won't miss them. Look around. I'll bet you anything the ingredients we need are right here in this room.
The Crestshade refugees are safe, and Captain Genevi survived the battle. You had something to do with that, didn't you?
I'm dying over here, and you're dilly-dallying, instead of finding a few simple spell ingredients. Roof water wine. Vile stuff. Only the folk of the sweet Shivering Isles can stand it. That's everything? Just pour all the ingredients into the thing on the floor over there. Pour the bile, the dust, and the wine into whatever that brown thing is called. It's not that complicated. A blind skeever could handle it. They're barely better than mortals. Oh, afraid I'm trying to get you to cast a spell that will summon some nameless horror to Nirn? An amusing thought. But no, this is complicated magic hidden behind simplicity. Combined in this space, it should open a portal to my realm. I didn't. But mages notorious for creating spells to zip into oblivion in search of power. Then they write it all down and hide it from others. They're like children that way. Smelly, greedy, obnoxious children. Now get to it. First the butterfly bile, then the cornflower dust, and then the roof water wine. I think. It might not matter. It's extremely simple. Even Noth could do it. Where is she? I need to get back to the Shivering Isles, so let's get moving. That's it! Through the portal! I can hear the call of my beloved Isles! Ah, the smell of demented dreams. Hysteria, rage, and maniacal thoughts. Blood, gore, congealed putrescence. Oh, home sweet home. Oh, it's good to be home. Now, let's find my wayward manifestation of madness, reduce it to its component parts, and restore my mantle of power. Maddie. What a ridiculous name. But I can feel my power all around us. My rogue manifestation must be close. And this Maddie still hasn't learned to contain my power of madness. It's leaking everywhere. We use the staff to gather up my spilled power. Then I banish Maddie and reclaim my mantle of power before this poison finally does me in. Ah! Ah! That was the poison! Reminding me it's still eating this mortal shell from the inside out.
You're not supposed to be here!
This is my realm now! Go away, you grumpy old man!
Old man? You sniveling little coward! Come here, now!
Go away! You're not wanted here!
Grab him! Behead him! Do something!
Maddie has a surprise for you!
The audacity! The flesh Antronach was my idea! Son it all, stole it right out of my memory! Don't just kill that thing!
No! No, not fair! Not fair at all!
Stop! This one is Noth! Maddie turned Noth into that hideous creature! You tried to kill poor Noth! This one would never willingly harm Lord Sheo Gorath, or you. Noth was tending to the tomb shell when Maddie appeared. He took Noth and transformed her into that furless monstrosity! This one thinks so, yes! Noth has never been to the Shivering Isles before. The moment of a lifetime. Or this one not scared out of her fur. But please, Noth has so much to tell you. Maddie seeks the Cathedral of Madness. It is not really a cathedral. The Master has a strange way of naming locations. Maddie believes the shrines there will protect him from Sheo Gorath. Yes, yes! Maddie still sheds Sheo Gorath's power like a fish sheds water. Some of it has been eaten by goats. The ghostly goats of Mania. This one believes if you merely startle them, they will return the power to Sheo Gorath.
Enough be useful. Take the tomb shell and find out what that wayward manifestation of my madness is up to.
At once, my lord. Find the ghostly goats. They can help.
Ghostly goats. They contain some of my power. Just use my staff on them. And they should cough it right up. Chase those goats and tire them out. Then use my staff on them. Stay with it. Tire it out. What a good goat. Returning some of my power. ghostly goats of mania were actually useful. I'm actually feeling a bit better. That's all my power those goats gobbled up. Clever enough to notice that detail and let us know. Just, don't tell her I said that. I have a reputation to uphold. It's a long story, Lackey, and we don't have the time. Suffice to say, it involves a Debellan priestess, a night at a rowdy tavern, and a wager with old Sanguine himself. I won, naturally. Anyway, we need to keep moving. Where did Noth get to? I did? Right. Of course I did. Clever of me, that. Not sure what she was on about with that talk of a cathedral and shrines, but I suppose we'll find out. Oh, look! She's right behind you!
Noth is back, Master! This way! Bog and fog and wet fur ahead!
After that cat, Lackey!
This way! Follow Noth! Noth found something! The things in the blobs!
See what Noth is talking
Noth
about?
found something! This one thinks it may be important. Blobs! Maddie hid things in them. Noth was quiet and stealthy, and saw what the manifestation of madness did. A lute, a book, and a dagger. Noth thinks Maddie did not want us to find them. The manifestation of madness has hidden himself behind the barrier. This one saw him do it. Perhaps the things in the blobs are the keys? Oh! You should find the things and help the master! One. No, hell.
A writer's nightmare. Either blank pages devoid of inspiration, or full of truths no one dares to read. Pretty instrument, that. I made such beautiful music with it.
You need to find 3 things. Or 11? No, it's 3.
Dagger, glinting with madness and malice. So simple, so effective.
You have them all! Come talk to Noth. You have the items! Noth did such a good job. Now we must get to Maddie. He hides behind a barrier. The manifestation of madness kept repeating something. Noth wrote it all down. It made no sense. But it seemed like the thing to do. To open a door, you do not always need a key. Sometimes you just need an answer. And the items, the things you found, they are the answers to the questions. Answers to the barrier. That was important, and I almost forgot. yes. Maybe? Please, this one is not good at understanding. Maddie was saying these words over and over. Now throw them down. Look! It is just up ahead, at the Cathedral of Madness, at the shrines to the Master. Beyond the barrier lies the manifestation of madness and Sheogorath's mantle of power. Go to the barrier, use the keys, then Sheogorath can end this. This one will find you again. Noth is away.
Got them? Then let's get out of this muck and mire. This isn't my barrier. Who put this here? I can't believe my manifestation of madness set up a wall to keep me out of my own home. What did that good-for-nothing cat have to say about this thing? Crafty, my madness. Each one of these items represents a memory of mine. Memories as a prince. And one from before. That lute, for example. Long ago, I played one just like it. This one I made using the spine of a mortal singer. As a tribute. A tale from the past made for the future. A talent turned to insanity. Until the writer loathed their own words. As for the dagger, it's a toy for a dangerous, mad child. You can still see the glint of paranoia if you look closely at the blade. What? Oh, right. The barrier. Look around, mortal. These shrines are to me, myself, and I. Offer these items up to the shrines, and my memories will unravel and bring the barrier down. Go on, away with it.
There is a switch there, high up. Can you get there, Guardian?
I gave them creativity, you see? And the mortal king thought to deny me. It upset the children. And so young Glint did the most practical thing he could do. The sound of birds is so beautiful, she said. And I agreed. And gave mortals a gift that reminded me of a simpler time. The dreams of Vermina can kill. But art comes from dreams too. So I just banished the words. Just like before. Using shrines to me as a way to keep me away from me. Unthinkable. Clever, Maddie. Clever. Get up to that switch, mortal, before I die in this ignominious sack of meat. Let's get this over with. My holiday was ruined, and the poison is close to ending. Finally, no more tricks, no more games. Mortal, go kill that thing!
It's my power now! You can't have it back! You want to fight? I'll show you what I can do! You think I can't fight? I'll show you! You should run! Run! Big mighty crush you! Giant feet! Stomp! Stomp! Big mighty crush you! Giant feet! Stop! Big mighty crush you! Giant feet! Big mighty crush... No! Wait! This isn't how it's supposed to go!
Finally, we can end this farce.
You got me. I give up. Just leave some power for poor Maddie. Pretty please? With festering sores on top.
The nerve! Ha! Fine. Talk to it. See what it wants. Its begging might even be amusing.
Why can't I remain? I'm Maddie. I'm Sheo madness and mantle I am. It's fun to be out here. I like the colors and the smells, especially the bad ones. And look, I made myself look different. Does that help? Not scary. Maddie is nice and fun. Yes! I figured out how to do that. I've been a part of Sheo his madness, his mantle. There's so much chaos inside him. Ideas and insanity, sadness and noise. And I learned to use some of his power. Just a smidge. Do I look all right? Sheo wants his mantle, his power back. I know, and he can have it. Just leave a tiny bit for me. He won't miss it. He has so much. I want to smell all the things and laugh and run. I like being Maddie, being me. Ask him, please, for me.
I heard. Maybe I'd have forgiven the escaping, and the running amok. Even the chaos. Well, no, especially the chaos. But I almost died. And it destroyed a few memories I was saving for a rainy day. So it's time to be done with this. A little power. This was my holiday, a time to relax. Not be a Daedric prince, just a mortal, enjoying existence, enjoying cheese. No. Hold a moment there, mortal. You wanted me to think about it, right? Well, here's a thought. You choose. Ha! The look on your face! This might be worth all the trouble Maddie and Lazarky put me through. Absolutely. So what's it gonna be, lackey? Do I diminish myself so little Maddie can run and play in the fields with the ghostly goats? Or do I slurp him back up as I retrieve all? Oh, fine. Well, I suppose he is just a part of me after all. And he did create a lot of madness and chaos in his wake. I can't appreciate that. Very well. I'll spare a bit of power and make him real. Just have to think. What form should he take?
I can stay? Ha! Oh! This is what delight feels like!
First, to me, my mantle. Now, a new form for many. And with that, mortal, my holiday comes to an end. Off you go, back to Nirn. We're finished here, mortal. Done. My power is returned, and the poison is cleansed. I'm not, unappreciative of your efforts. Off with you. Noth will take care of your compensation, handle the paperwork, that sort of thing. Until next time.
Sheo trusts not to offer his appreciation. He could never do such a thing himself. Hello! Hello again! Noth is overjoyed. Noth is good and useful and... Ooh, look! A butterfly! Don't tell Lord Sheo, but Noth eats butterflies. So tasty. Much better than cheese. Oh, sorry. We were talking. No more shivering isles for you. Normal? A grave insult to the god of madness. Sheo is back to himself, which makes Noth happy. Now there will be sharp words and delicious nonsense, and sometimes cruelty, sometimes laughter. My prince in all his glory. If the master lets me, now that Sheo knows what being mortal feels like, especially the almost dying part, it may make him less likely to return to our world. Of course, he may send Noth, or others, to do his bidding here. As they say, all is well that does not kill you. You were kind to Noth and helped Lord Sheo. He appreciates your efforts. This one assures you. And Noth is happy that Maddie still lives. Here, I have some pretty things for you. Nice and shiny. Thank you for being so kind to Noth. Sometimes the prince is not so kind.
Noth! Maddie's loose. Get after it, or you'll wish that cheese had killed me.
I have